that. But yes, basically, in short, I caused a small nuclear-based explosion in the kitchen area, and I think that's something we can all relate to, isn't it, listeners? Whoa, Mr. Wigglesworth, that's a really edgy thing you've just said about the labour market. And speaking of the labour market, here's your first song of the day, listeners. It's those dashing cavaliers of a song, and I know I've said it before, but I'm going to keep on saying it. It's the Sportsman with the Union Song.
Get started in the shop.
Thanks, Michael.
Wait, where are you setting up?
There was a large 3-bedroom at the end of the hall. It's big enough.
And your idea? It's very clever. Nice work.
Thanks. Bex, why don't you go find Lizzie and help her out? I'll catch right up.
You sure? I mean, I can wait for you and...
No, it's all right. Just go, okay?
Oh, okay.
Please. Would one of you give her something to do? She hasn't left me alone for more than 2 seconds.
Well, I'm not sure what we can do about that right now. The garden on the roof is a great idea, but until we clear out Bill, she needs to do something else.
But she's driving me crazy. Ever since I took her to the roof of the flower shop, she hasn't left my side.
Well, you found your niche, the store. Why don't you put her in charge of something so she has a niche as well?
What about the power? Or the water? What if we run out? Maybe have her fill up all the bathtubs in the building. No matter when it goes, we'll have a decent supply.
I like that. It's great. I'll go and let her know.
Where's Dad too?
He's with Angel. Why?
Saul, you give me an idea.
We're Alive, a story of survival. Chapter 2.
1, 2, 3. Ah, here we go then. It's me, your boy Nigel. Some call me Nigel the Nihilist, but you, me old Chinas, can call me whatever you like. Now, some of you might remember the old Prilladog host DJ, XJT13, but his little sprocket went bang and so did the music. So now you're stuck with me and my new little pirate radio station, The Mend. So yeah, you on The Mend, here with Nigel the Nihilist. Get it? I'm a little bit different than the tight asses over at the BBM, and whilst I love them to bits, the two beauties over at the Palace ain't got nothing on me. I'll be laying down some hits from across the London wasteland as well as some stuff from my swag bag all the way from the US of A. Get your arse settled in and let's listen to the tunes.
Adam, baby, you're a real life wire. Look from you and my heart's afire. Adam, baby, you set my world on fire. Adam, baby, you make me cry every time you say goodbye. Adam, baby, swear that you'll be mine. I want to tell you that I cannot live without. And this time you pass, you make me wanna shout. You make me shiver, you make me scream. It's like you stepped right out of my dreams. Adam, baby, let me be part of your scheme. Adam, baby, it's not to be. You mean the world, but you're not for me. Adam, baby, my heart still glows. Adam, baby, my love grows and grows. Adam, baby, it's gonna blow. Adam, baby, you make my world explode.
At a bonfire, that was at a Here's the famous freshly squeezed with When I Get Low, I Get High.
Doing it quietly. Light shone through the small gap as we pushed our way past.
I don't care. All of it. All the power right now.
wife nagging you for home help? Did you promise her the latest, Mr. Andy, to assist in her getting your dinner on the table? Did that promotion you were shooing for go to bloody Jenkins instead? Never fear. Why not visit me, Andy, at Mr. Andy's Pre-Loved Andy's Home Help Emporium? At Mr. Andy's, we have a wide range of pre-loved robots, from factory seconds on the latest models, slightly homicidal, to refurbished classic models with a 1-month guarantee. So why not visit one of our many branches and see just how handy we can be? We have locations in Washington, D.C., Boston, Las Vegas, and West Covina, Canada. If your lady needs a second pair of hands, come on down to Handy Andy's. Mr. Andy's Pre-Loved Andy's Home Emporium can be on the box with a lack of user. All lots of their family functions. Visitors will pay additional tax. Visitors belong to you only and cannot replace a life.
Hello, and welcome to the Westford Radio Junior Broadcasting Training Tape.
The fuck is your problem?
In this episode, we'll be covering the weather. Or, if you want to sound clever, meteorology. Now, as ever with Westford Radio programming, a positive spin must be consistent throughout all content. So, for instance, if it is raining outside, you could say, "What a lovely time to try out your new Wellington boots." If it is snowy, you could say, "Well, at least it's not sleeting." And if it is sleeting, you could say, "Well, at least it's not snowing."
The fuck is your problem?
Suggestion could be,
Right, look, I know. Look, it's
Me?
fine.
I've done nothing wrong. Me bloody dogs are dead because of you.
It's me, your father. I hope
They were mine.
you will still remember
Churchill and the others. Some were strays, maybe.
what happened.
But mine,
Everything
I fed them every day.
happened. It wasn't us. This has been building up for a long time. Longer than I think we realised, even now.
That ain't true. They took a like. To be honest, with me working up. Why not?
Getting rid of us. Yet the protocols of this vault mean that we
Great. Just give.
completely
Anyway,
broadcasting. One of us is needed.
this
I
here,
don't know
where the
what's going on.
Thameshaven.
I don't know
But
what's going to
keep
happen
going.
now or how it will
I don't-
continue. But they've taken you.
Ah,
He said he could save you, but they caused
Sure.
this. Now your skull is cracked like a bloody damn egg, and I know it was them. That falling chandelier was no accident. Mark my words. Well, it was an accident, but something caused it. Maybe I'm going mad. Maybe we're all mad. What is madness? Anyway, in some ways I hope that's true. At least we might make some more bloody sense. I hope finding this message in a training tape doesn't upset you. I couldn't risk leaving it in plain sight. With any luck, you will have kept up with your training, and I really hope you have. And found this before it's too late. Your mother and I love you. Please remember that. Get out of the vault before it's too late. I found the real surface readings, and it's okay. They're even settlements. Quite likely listening to us. Now, before I leave, let me give you some fatherly advice. The radio host that I was mentored by, before you were even born, told me 3 things. Don't trust the crew, don't trust the higher-ups, and most importantly of all, never trust...
Suggestion 67. If there is a tornado, you could say, "Well, at least your wife can now put out the washing." Ha! Suggestion 68. If there is a nuclear winter, you could say, "Well, I won't return this holiday anyway." This concludes the Westford Radio Junior Broadcaster Programming.
Blimey, what the heck was that? Mr. Wiggles, let's just get on with the next side of the show. Mr. Wiggles, what are you doing? Why is your voice not on? Stop! I don't understand what you're saying. No, talk to me.
You could say, well, at least your wife can now put out the washing. Ha! Suggestion 68. If there is a nuclear winter, you could say, well, I was looking for a tan this holiday anyway. This You could say, well, at least your wife can now put out the washing. Ha! Suggestion 68. If there is a nuclear winter, you could say, well, I was looking for a tan this holiday anyway. This concludes the Western Radio Junior Broadcaster program.
Blimey, what the heck was Mr. Wigglesworth, let's just get on with the side of the show. Mr. Wigglesworth, what are you doing? Why is your voice modulating? Beeping at me. I don't understand what you're saying. No, talk to me. What the heck is going on? Ah!
All the day long, whether rain or shine, she's a part of the assembly line. She's making history, working for victory. Rosie, the riveter, keeps a sharp lookout for sabotage. Sitting up there on the fuselage, that little Fred can do more than a man can do. Rosie, the riveter. Rosie's got a boyfriend, Charlie. Charlie, he's a Marine. Rosie is protecting Charlie, working overtime on the riveting machine. When they gave her a production lead, she was as proud as a girl could be. There's something true about red, white, and blue about Rosie, the riveter.
Mind the gap and all that.
Where did you come from?
Rosie, the riveter. Rosie, 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 working on assembly line. Rosie, 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 the riveter. On the other. Rosie, 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 the riveter. On the assembly line. Rosie, 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 the riveter on the assembly line.
Ah, Christ almighty, by Maggie Thatcher's Handbag. That is one hell of a headache. Anyway, okay, back to the show, listeners. That was the Four Vagabonds with Rosie the Riveter. Always a fun tune and proves to be quite popular here at WVR. Now it's time for a fast approaching time for the Westies. So in order to get you all excited, listeners and Wastelanders, I thought I'd explain the voting categories that are available for the Westies this year. And as probably some of you regular listeners know, there's often a few variations and changes. We do change our lineup quite regularly here. But let's start with category number 1, which is Best Musical Ensemble of the Year.
Musical Ensemble of the Year.
And the nominees are the Mr. Wigglesworth Orchestra, Susie Kazoozie, and, well, I think maybe this is one of my favourites, but The Sportsman. And the second category of the voters is the Best Early Morning Show of the Year.
Best Early Morning Show of the Year.
There is, of course, only one nomination in this category, listeners, because why on earth would you listen to anything else? It is Rise and Shine with Susan. That's how Cynthia Cow gave me an STD. And I think we've all had some really great fun with that show this year, so I hope you'll all be voting for it and supporting it. Category number 3 is Best Factual Show.
Best Factual Show.
And there's a couple of nominations in this category. We of course have Diorama, the hard-hitting historical news documentary. And unfortunately, little do the voters know, due to a poor bout of pneumonia, she had been replaced with a synth. We have Talk Vault, which whilst also covers a few other categories, has, I think you'll all agree, listeners, had some very in-depth...
You go get it.
No. Come here. Come out. Come here, Miss...
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all tuned into Old Blighty's best radio station, The Mend. With me, your host, Nigel.
State your business, civilian. figured that most stay far away from the Thames folk, especially since their recent troubles. Thameshaven is under lockdown from what we've been able to gather. They've barricaded themselves in. No one goes in or out. Seems their pest problem finally got out of control. Beneath us, in the flooded remains of Canada Water Station, Thames folk like to keep to themselves. Personally, I wouldn't mind helping them. Thames folk are folk just like you and me, but we just don't have the authorization. The orders from up top are clear. No interference with the Thames folk. Mutants, children of the Thames. Some of my comrades call them sludge suckers, but never to their face. If you've never seen one, prepare yourself. Gaunt, eh? I'd steer clear of him. He's a wanted man in these parts, though I hear he's a friend of the Thames folk. Can't say that I have. That's the sort of thing the Thames folk might know more about. Most of them have taken to living beneath the surface.
That was a Prilladog, well, Britannia rules the waves. It certainly does, am I right?
Just to be clear, I don't advise doing this unless absolutely necessary. They've barricaded the main entrance. You'll have to go in the long way round, through the south entrance. Find their leader, Rachel Hall. Good luck. You need anything? Where did you come from? Yup, don't a little close for comfort, mate.
I've got armor that won't break and won't break the bank. Just for you. Got plenty of stock. Take your pick.
amazingly talented Jen Cartwright. Every time that song almost brings me to tears. I've got some choice things to say about this next song and its contents, but I'll let you all listen for yourselves.
What you want, who you want me to be, and maybe I can make your fantasies come true. I'll be all, baby, all you can take, so we can fall in ecstasy straight through. And as we're falling, there's one guy to bring with you. You'll need a duke while you're on your way. You'll need a duke. What else do I have to say? Just hold my hand and I can stand up for a while till you're falling apart like I'm falling for Want it rough, or should I play it nice? It's all the same to me as long as we can touch. I will bend, but you know that I won't break it, even though we're only inches away. You shouldn't be so quick to put me away, 'cause you'll need a duke while you're on your way. You'll need a duke. What else do I have to say? Just hold my hand and I can stand up for a while till you're falling apart like I'm falling for you. Oh yeah, you'll need a duke while you're on your way. You'll need a duke. What else do I have to say? Just hold my hand till I can't stand up for a while, and you're falling apart like I'm falling for you. Oh, falling apart like I'm falling for you.
What a diamond amongst the rough. That was You'll Need a Duke, Pepper Coyote. You're on the mend, and this radio station is brassic. If you fancy topping up my coffers, head over to me in Hackney. Till then, here's me shilling for the corpos. Need something recovered or discovered? Come and find Mycroft the Detective, located towards Baker Street, near to Euston Station. You'll know when you're there, apparently. Next song reminds me of the good old days. Here's another Apula Taffy classic.
Some talk of Alexander and some of Hercules, of Hector and Lycurgus.
Comes and takes us out. Boom! That's some food for thought while you listen to It's a Sin to Tell a Lie. So gay nights.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken.
Hey, grab that steel plate there. There you go.
Wow, look at all this.
You like it? I fixed up the Humvee with a bit of extra protection. Look at this. We now have a hatch.
Nicely done.
Yeah, Saul's done an excellent job modifying our little behemoth here.
Well, you want to tell him, or should I?
You go ahead, you thought of it.
What? You thought of what?
We were thinking of putting you in charge of the motor pool.
What, you mean the parking garage?
No, it's now the motor pool. You're in charge of keeping it safe, and if need be, making a few more modifications to some of our more economic vehicles down here, like those.
Oh, you mean those pussy hybrids?
Hey, we won't have to worry as much about noise or gas consumption as this big old diesel. But we'll save those for when we get back. That is, if you're up for it.
Sweet. Sweet. Oh, just that this here is now my motor pool.
Oh, what? I see you've probably heard something about me finding a load of mugs from our summer roadshow back in the day. Yes, if I can find a reliable trader, Corey, I will certainly get one of those mugs shipped out to you. Next message is from a Kenny Ross. And Kenny says, your show is, without question, the best radio station I have ever come across from DC to the Mojave to the Commonwealth. It's so good, I was amazed to find it hadn't been written by a professional comedy team. I mean, a professional comedy team. I'm not entirely sure, Kenny, you understand what I'm trying to do here. This isn't a joke. This is my life. I have to stay here because of the radiation. And anyway, but thank you, Kenny. Lovely to hear from you. And finally, listeners, I remember a few weeks ago I asked some of you to send me in some of your haikus as I educated you all on how to create those. And well, you have been sending them in, so I thought I'd read a selection of my personal favourites. So first of all, we have Sam, who has sent us in the following. Got to get in the mood, listeners. Yeah, zone. Right, let's go. Juxtaposition. Use of cutting words is hard. I am giving up. Well, Sam, quite frankly, I think that was a great haiku, so please don't give up. But listeners, never fear, Sam's actually sent us in another haiku. Westford Radio. The only thing worth hearing. I am entertained. Well, as you can tell, listeners, that's obviously tickled me quite considerably. I think that's a fantastic little haiku there. Okay, and we've now got some more stuff from a Vesper Zurova. I'm really sorry, Vesper, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I live in a vault and don't really have much interaction with people with funny surnames. So, here we go. War, winter, rust strips. Left it alone, tries to tune. Nuka-Cola sips. That's very good. It's got a real imagery there. Vesper, that's fantastic, well done. And the next ones are from Eugen. And Eugen sent these through to us digitally, which is quite clever. I didn't realise we could actually receive stuff digitally. So, well done, Eugen, for getting through to us. And Eugen has sent us the following. Iceland Explorer. Out of purified water. Sips Nuka-Cola. Good bit of advertising there. I'm not entirely sure we here at WV are allowed to, solely advertise one product. So I just need to say this. Other cola products are available, listeners, not just Nuka-Cola. And his next entry that he sent us is Awake from the Grave, where the light of steam glows, light up the night. That's scary. I don't know if I could run into one of those once the wheels work. That sounds quite terrifying. So goodness knows what's out there in the wasteland that sounds like that. But Eugen's obviously run into one, so well done, Eugen, for surviving that. And our last entry is from, well, I think he's probably our #1 fan. It's a William Four Fingers Connolly. Not entirely sure where the Four Fingers is coming from, William. Are you some kind of mutant? Don't take kindly to those kind round here, but hopefully it's just something else. And he has sent us, what's the story in Balamori? Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, that's not strictly a haiku, William, but we really do appreciate the support, and as soon as we work out how to get these mugs out, we will definitely be getting one out to you. Well, listeners, that's all I have for Points of Vault this week. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'm now going to leave you with a little bit of a song, and we'll be back with our regularly scheduled programming shortly. Good night.
Am I happy day? It's my lucky day. Take my new address, leaving right away. When the porter yells Massachusetts, I'll be there with bells. Massachusetts, homesick as.
Greetings, fellow listeners. You're on The Men with Nigel the Nihilist. I swear this next song's a play on a similar song. Can't remember what though. Here's Trainline Romance.
Alarm rings out of bed. Coffee's hot and the paper said things can't get better, and I'm tempted to agree. Sun is shining, hit the streets.
Trainline Romance by Kyle Downs. Hope you liked it, fellow Londoners. I'm here for you all, Blighty, and I just want you all to know I love you. I just wish you loved me back. But here I am being a shill for some ticks. Here's a word from our sponsors. Charlie's Vegetable Store. We only have 4 barrels of vegetables. Once they're gone, they're gone. This next song summarises me in a nutshell. Here's Kalito Jack.
Yeah!
That track was Kalito Jack by Fenway Terrier. Got a bit of a bop for ya. It's now time for ye olde Louis Armstrong's Telephone by the lovely Lemony band, freshly squeezed.
There's no use, Rachel. It's a lost cause.
Lost cause? Listen here, Robert Clarkson. This is our home.
It's time to move on. Thameshaven is lost. Give the orders to tear down these barricades and evacuate the market.
You'd have me leave the ferryman to die.
You'd send more Thames folk to die. Or should we just sit here and wait to be overrun? Besides, he'll be fine on his own. Always has done before.
I won't abandon him. Nor Thameshaven.
Hold on. Looks like we have a tourist.
Oh, sorry about that, human.
Who are you? How do you get in here? Humans don't come down here. Unless they have a very good reason for doing so. What brought you to Thameshaven, outsider? We have one. Dr. Alan Webb is in the market. Unfortunately, we can't open the gate to outsiders. Not yet. Any other reason why you came here, of all places? I've heard of such places. We were given some old construction papers a while back. Sold them to Sebastian Gaunt. They documented the construction of a laboratory beneath the Shard. I suppose that's where you woke up. And I suppose you'll want to know where we got those papers. I hate to hold this information ransom, but we're desperate. Help us out, and I'll tell you who we got them from. Most Thamesfolk are pacifists, and not by choice. It just isn't in our nature to fight. I hate to be a pain, but there may not be a Thameshaven left very soon. Help us out and I'll tell you anything you want to know. We've had to abandon the main residential district. It became infested with all manner of horrible creatures. The market's secure, but we have to take control of the situation. Otherwise, we'll have to abandon Thameshaven entirely. The ferryman's still down there, continuing the fight. Find him and help, if he's still alive. No, I don't. He doesn't spend much time here in Thameshaven. Considers himself some sort of shaman. He looks out for us. Brings us supplies and the like. He doesn't have the, pacifist instinct. About that, we've blocked everything off. The only way into the district is down the elevator shaft. Here, you'll want to take some Rhodex first. Do you smell that? It's the Thames calling to us.
Since you came to my rescue, I'm guessing you're a friend. Excellent. Bleeding out was always part of the plan. In all seriousness, I found the breach. Just need to seal it. And take care of our unwelcome guests. Elevator shaft's the only route that way. An impressive dive for a human. That will be made abundantly clear. Oh, I did wonder how long they'd leave me to fend for myself. Now I need to recover. Here, take this. The breach is right next to a load-bearing pillar. The whole tunnel needs sealing. Once it's blocked and the district's clear, take the utility route up to the market.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that, human. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Yeah!
Nothing like a swim in our Thames to make you feel alive.